Hey y'all. So again, we are at another Monday. I hope it's like inspiring for y'all. I hope you guys are taking full control over everything. As you guys know, I use my pictures in my life to tell stories. Okay. So this is a story about what's behind this picture. For majority of it, you'll just see this picture. You won't really see me personally because I want you guys to take stock of a story that I have to tell. So of course there'll be information in the caption that you can always read, but I think I might switch to videos just because I like video engagement more. And I think that it gives me a little bit more storytelling with you all and I get a chance to talk more so than just putting out pictures and having you guys like and share and subscribe, all that other stuff. So if you do like these videos, comment, let me know, put a like or something below to let me know if these are really helpful for you. So the story that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is about the time that I lost. So I actually ran for the National Black Law Students Association chair back in my 2L year of law school. So I was an ambitious pre-law co-director, and I had one vision, which was to bring everybody together and make us all united. That was actually the campaign slogan that I ran on. We are united. And it was really catchy, and I felt really, really good about it. And when I researched, and a lot of people ask me how I know a lot of stuff about nonprofits. So this is for you, future lawyer, aspiring to go run and be national BALSA chair, presidents, and all that. This is for you. So this time, this video, this picture is all about the time when I lost. So I ran for National Black Law Students Association chair back when I was a second year law student. And these three people, I love them. They were actually very supportive. And we all posed together for this picture right after I lost, y'all. And it was one of those things where I was just like, oh my gosh, I lost something, right? So it would be like if someone told you you weren't going to win like that bid, or somebody told you that it was impossible for you to get into this thing. So somebody told me, right? A lot of people told me it was impossible for me to go from pre-law co-director, which was a regional position. If you're a law student, you understand what that means. If you're in BALSA, the local level is what you get in at your school. The regional level is actually a step above, and they actually have more requirements than the local level. So you get to go to conferences and things like that. And you get to go to conferences sometimes with the school paying the bill. Now, if you go to HBCU, sometimes they might not be able to fund it. You'd be able to go travel, but I went to Alabama and they were able to fund me going on a full campaign trail. So this is at the end of my campaign trail, guys. And I actually lost this campaign, but the lesson I got from it, right, was the fact that after I lost, right, before I even got into this actual thing, I actually got a chance to sit with the platinum sponsor of the entire event, right? So for the national event, I was invited to sit with the national partner, the one who thought that I was going to win the entire thing, right? Because we didn't know who was going to win the election until they announced it. And, I felt good even right after. I think a lot of national chairs had congratulated me like I was the national chair, right? And I actually turned out not to be the national chair. And I had to take this picture and really signify to people, you know what? It's okay if you lose or if you don't make it sometimes. And I think that that's really, really difficult for people if they're taking it in or they're trying to get to know you as a person, as an organization in general, if they don't understand where you come from. So where I came from, right, was from my law school days. So my law school days were not like beautiful, like wonderful, like I guess renditions. I was just a regular law student, okay? So all these like cute awesome photos that you see, like this is where I came from, y'all. So you sticking with me, you're gonna get to see all of this craziness, but this is where I came from, y'all. This is me, right? This is me back at Howard University, back when I was in I think it's 2010, and I had just graduated from high school, and I got this little someone to cut my shirt up and have me look cute and flat iron my hair. This is where I came from, right? To this girl you see right here in front of you. And I got to law school and I was freaking blown away by the fact that it could be this cool. I never thought campaigning could be cool. But that's what I learned in, law school and in general. But what I learned from this entire experience was that I would gain a huge realm of mentors. And the reason why I know a lot about nonprofits is because in order for me to run for this position, one, I had to go become really proficient on the nonprofit code, especially as it relates to political contributions. A lot of people don't understand that you cannot accept political contributions of a 501c3 of any kind. Even if your nonprofit reaches certain notoriety, you still have to be very, very careful. And so I was answering questions left and right. I even, y'all will find this out if you guys go back to the meeting minutes or notes or whatever in the history of the year I ran. I actually flipped off the stage before this picture happened. Okay, so before this happened, I flipped off the stage and literally, like, my chair flipped off the back of the stage, and I had to get back up and answer questions. Everyone was freaking out because they thought I was like severely injured. Most people who know me know that I'm a very clumsy human being, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter, because at that point, I had really had the time of my life. I'd really campaigned with all of my heart and all of my effort, and everything that I put into it, it was worth it to me, because I put time and effort into everything that I was putting forward. So I just found a way to kind of laugh at all the different things that I went through to make this up. But the reason why I thought this was a great picture is because on top of seeing this, happy face, I was not happy. I had cried my little eyes out because I had lost this election, because I just knew I was going to be national chair, and I wasn't. All right, right after this election, I had to go back and run a whole Black Law Student Association annual banquet, and we brought in like $13,000, right, for the school. Now, mind you, these donors really are used to donating to the University of Alabama School of Law for the Black Law Students Association scholarship banquet, so it's not as huge as it would be anybody else. But to me, it was big, because I was able to coordinate something that I don't think had ever been done before with the events that I'd done. And I'd done it all from DC. So everything that you see right here, this person, I'm telling you, I'm campaigning. I went on a campaign trail, and I was living in DC for like 5 months in my law school time. And I literally had the time of my life. And you can see it reflected on my face, but what you can't see reflected in this picture, right, is what I want to use to highlight, is you can't see the pain. I was crying. I think there at some point in time I was dating, and I was on the phone crying like, these people are so mean. They just don't believe in me. And there's going to be times in your law school path where people aren't going to believe in you, and you're going to need a mentor, right? And this is my mentee. She helped me with my second the banquet that I had put on, and everybody else who put it together. I don't have all y'all's pictures in my computer right now, but I will one day. I will. But remember, y'all, I came from this girl. This is the girl I came from. The girl who didn't really know much, had people cutting up her shirt so she could be cool, to the girl you see right here. And the reason I'm telling you this is because at some point you're going to go to law school. You're right. You're going to go. I know you are. All right, because you're going to have read this book that I wrote, Dear Future Lawyer, and you're going to be inspired, and you're going to go. So imagine that you go, right? Imagine that you decide, right, to join BALSA, which is the Black Law Students Association. If you're Black, even if you're not Black, you can still join. Y'all need to know this. But imagine you join, and then you want to take your leadership to the next level, right? And so you go into regional. So I was a pre-law co-director when I joined regional, but there's even more positions, right? You can be a regional chair, a regional secretary, whatever. But as a second-year law student, I decided to take that responsibility one step further, and I decided that I was going to run, right, for a national position or national chair position. That position required, if I were to win, to have about $10,000 worth of trips to go on that were mandatory based off of the position requirements. And that was something that my school was willing to work on backing me on, because of the type of campaign I had run and because of how I had sold the campaign that I was going to run. So as you guys can see in this book, this picture is in my Dear Future Lawyer book. But this is a moment where I lost, right? And you don't see loss in my face, do you? You see people and awesomeness. And those people that you see, some of them are still mentors to me to this day. So I'm telling you all this because after I lost my national chair campaign, because I wanted to be national chair of National Black Law Students Association, I gained mentors. And those mentors have actually still stayed with me to this day. And they've led me to more mentors. And those same mentors that I met have actually led me to speaking engagements and opportunities out of the wazoo. And it all started with trying to run for a position, right, that I was scared, right? I was scared the whole time. I was scared shitless, guys. I never campaigned for anything in my life. And it was cool, right? To go, and I went to different states. I went to Denver, Colorado, and ate elk and met people in the Midwest. I went to San Diego and met people and went to their conventions and learned about their organizations and like introduced myself. I really did campaign. And that's something that you might not get a chance to do, right, all the time. But I got a chance to do that in law school. And as you guys watch things pan out, as you guys continue to try to find out who you are as a person, I really want you guys to think about the fact that somebody, right, is listening. Somebody is wanting to see you lead something. And even though, y'all, I lost, okay, I did lose. I did become this lawyer you see now, right? And I never knew then that I would become the lawyer that you see right here in front of you. I never knew then, right, that I would be able to create something called Black Women Mean Business Virtual Summit. I never knew then that I would be able to be a part of a Black Women's Accelerator for the Black Upstart and be able to create something that I'm about to launch very soon for retail lines, okay? And I never thought that I would be able to one day teach people about trademarks and how to have those things. But all of those things that I never thought when I was at this very moment, right, when I lost and I had to nicely congratulate my opponent, I never thought that any of those other things were coming, okay? I didn't. I really didn't. I knew that better was coming, but I never imagined that was the better part, okay? So I say all that to say, guys, continue to believe in your dreams. And as my Dear Future Lawyer segment for today, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. You don't have to, right? You don't have to give up. You choose. Every day, you make a choice. And if you choose to give up, you're going to regret it. You are going to regret it. And then you're going to ask yourself one major thing. And that is, how did I get here? Why am I here now? And I don't want you asking that question, right? I don't want you to ask that question longer than you have to, okay? So I say all that to say, I really do. I love you guys. And talking to you guys about that, even like without my video on, right? That was really inspiring for me because a lot of times, right, we always put our face up at the front. But I wanted to try to like make pictures come to life and connect you guys to my world in a way in which you can identify with what's going on in your world. And sometimes you just need to like focus, right? Because it's sometimes distracting. You see all my hand gestures and all that other stuff. But what you need to remember is that you can do anything. And even if you fail, right? Even if you're like, oh girl, right? Like Nina, little mini Nina, she failed, right? She did not get that position. Was it really failure? Was it failure? If after that I gained these amazing people next to me as friends and mentors and people I can go to and talk to, it's not really failure, is it? So I love you guys. I want you guys to keep jumping through those hoops and inspiring the people that you're meant to inspire because you are going to change lives. And if you can just hold on just a little bit longer, I promise you something that you need is going to work out better than you could possibly imagine. So I'm going to take this last second to do a quick clip. You guys know my favorite thing to do and show you guys is a little promo, but this is the new me. So I want to add a clip to the end and I'll cut it short, but I want to add some clips so that you guys keep going and keep pushing. You can do this. Not only can you do this, this is everything you've been working for. Whatever this is for you, maybe it's something that you got to get caught up for your business today. But I am here to tell you, okay, that it's you, okay? It's you that I believe in. And knowing that you can do extraordinary, amazing things is something that is insanely powerful. So I hope you never take that for granted and that you remember that everything that you're doing right now, it has an immense, wild, out of this world purpose. So don't ever forsake it and don't ever believe or let somebody make you believe that it doesn't serve a true purpose in this world, okay? So whether that be starting your business, trademarking that business, or something that's super important, right? Just getting the right documents that you need. Whatever it is that we're doing this week at Nina R. Spear Law Firm for you, I am just sending you a simple keep going, whatever you're trying to do, and just know that you have someone here that believes in you. So that is my Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day today is for you message to keep going. Keep going, sis. Keep going, bro. Whoever you are for me, just remember that we love you here at Nina R. Spirit Law Firm, and that we know that these weeks are hard, but sometimes things work out for the better. If you were